Alright, so this section is on transportation. We're going to start with Chicago this time. We'll change it up a bit. So Chicago, public transportation in Chicago is done through the CTA, Chicago Transit Authority. That consists of two main things: buses and the L, rapid transit. Um, Buses provide, basic, pretty much basic public transportation along main roads through Chicago. Coverage is decent. Ridership is there. It works. It has had some financial troubles within the last decade, as most transit authorities have, with the rising gas prices and all that. Um, the L is actually the third largest rapid transit system in the country, with about 650,000 riders daily. The only two that are higher are the Washington Metro with 1 million riders daily, and the New York Subway with about 7 million, I want to say, was the last count, about 7 million riders a day. Um, Chicago was built was built up mostly right around the advent of the automobile and the streetcar suburb. So you have those streetcar suburbs. That system was dismantled when the car became the primary mode of transportation. The L was still there, people still used it, but most people were starting to buy cars and move out of the city and work on it and live in the suburbs. So the L declined. However, for a city of 3 million people, you'd think that it would have a higher ridership, and I agree with that. It's my one gripe of it. One of my very few gripes about Chicago is that our public transit, especially our rail transit, is not the greatest. It could be a lot better. Could be a lot worse. But we're working on it. We're doing it. We opened in the last decade. We opened up a new line, the pink line. Before that was the orange line, and the blue line was before that, and then I believe the yellow line before that, the purple line, the red line, and the green line. Green line is the oldest. To pink line, which is the newest. So we have seven: red, orange, green, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, pink. Oh, and brown. I forgot brown. I'm sorry. For Chicago, I forgot the brown line. 8 lines. Decent. Could be a hell of a lot better. Also, the city is very spread out because of the advent of the automobile. And through annexation, Chicago became larger. Okay. New York. Amazing public transit system. I'm not gonna lie. New York subway, 7 million riders a day. Holy crap. It's true. You can get from anywhere to almost everywhere in New York by subway, which is amazing because I've seen pictures of traffic in New York and holy crap, it would drive me nuts. Their bus system still pretty good, but it gets caught in traffic. That's the thing. Rapid transit, rail, subways, they don't have to deal with that. It's either in the ground or elevated. Grade separation, pretty much. So you're already away from that, and you can run on your own frequency, and it just works. So I think most cities in the U.S. need to take a leaf from not Chicago's book. I kind of have me to say that, but take out New York's book and take that subway design and that subway concept and integrate it into their city and make it work for them. Don't copy and paste. It does not work, because every city is not the same. Take elements from different cities in the US and around the world and make it work for you. It's just how it works. New York is also an older city. It was it was close knit and more higher density. So it made sense to put in rail transit. So most people would ride. They didn't want to drive because they saw the congestion and they went, hell no. Chicagoans are apparently willing to put up with that. That's okay. But I think for me, I love public transit. I love studying public transit, and New York wins for me hands down on that. I'm from I'm from Chicago. I say that, and I have no problem saying that. New York wins hands down on public transportation. They got it right, and Chicago needs to emulate that. Take that success, make it work for Chicago. And you know what? Hey, you'd be amazed. It would be amazing to see what it would do. Chicago the city. Well, +1 for New York. Score update. We have done Skyline, we have done City Plan, and we have done neighborhoods, and now we have done transportation. Score, Chicago 3, New York 1. Hey, they got a point. But there you go. Score update.